crowd is waiting for sunrise.
That's not a bad idea.
We're headed up towards the summits, are going to be looking out for chances of rain, mostly fog. Looks like temperatures in the mid-50s, and then later on today getting down into the 30s with a wind factor of about 5 to 15 miles per hour, which can get the temperatures down to like 25 degrees with the wind chill. So it's going to be very cold and cloudy and wet rocks up high into tomorrow. And then it gets a little bit warmer. We're talking like 50s during the day and 50s during the night. Still mostly in the clouds, under cloudy skies with a chance of rain, so still be prepared for that. And then for those of you headed down into the valleys, today is going to be cloudy up until like mid-afternoon, then things clear up in the valley. Still 70-degree temperatures down there.
I just love to be out and about. Excuse me, could someone hand us some water? We're pretty thirsty after a long day. Yeah. Oh, good. Ooh, this is weirdly colored water.
Someone poisoned the watering hole!
Someone poisoned the watering hole, son. Oh no, what happened?
There's trash everywhere, Pa.
Trash everywhere. Oh, son. You can pack out your trash, otherwise you're gonna hurt the area around Galehead Hut and poison the watering hole.
Got it.
Here, let me take care of these dishes here.
Thank you for your ministry.
Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Here. All right, first of all, what's your name?
Laura.
All right, Laura. Laura, what do we have going on here?
A repair job. Very fancy.
And so what happened on both shoes? The soles came off.
Mostly.
And so now she's taped them back on with a variety of tapes. We have duct tape. We have packing tape.
The black one is roofing tape.
Roofing
From
tape.
the crew.
All right, from the crew.
And then I've got some rope that I'm going to tie
Ah.
before I go away.
All right. Okay. And I asked, what brand are these shoes? And she said, Vast. And I thought, well, those are quality shoes. And then what did you say next?
They're 15 years old.
Well, that'll do it, won't it? Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm worried because mine are 20.
All right. Well,
And
good
they
luck
look
with that
very
today.
similar.
Well, when I saw this happen to someone before, they were new shoes.
Okay.
For him, so
All right.
who knows.
If anybody can pull it off, I think it's you. All right. You have a great day.
You too.
Thanks for being a good sport. All right, kids, here we are. Happy morning to you. No clue what day it is. Just absolutely no clue. Well, here I am, Bone Spur, the Appalachian, coming to you from the Galehead Hut. On our way with, there she is. What's your name?
Hey, I'm somewhere.
Hi, somewhere. She sure is. Anyway, we are on our way. We had a great night last night. Nice place, the Galehead Hut. And we got bottom bunks, which is critical. More importantly, here we are on our way. We're going to climb South Twin, the most difficult mile in the Whites, followed by a ridge walk to Galehead, I think it's called. Turn left to the Zealand Hut is our objective. So come with us on the Appalachian Trail. Here we go. There's Lafayette. There's somewhere. It's quite a rock climb here. I misspoke. That's Garfield. Lafayette, Lincoln. And that's still somewhere. On the steep now.
We're on the what?
On the steep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But so home stretch too. Here's my bandmates there, and we are men with issues. We're available for weddings and concerts as well.
Absolutely, always.
So, what's your name, bud?
I'm Gibson, like
And
the
what-
guitar.
What's you play guitar?
I do.
I play guitar.
Right on.
Yeah. How many guitar players does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know how many.
10. 1 to actually do it, and 9 to say, I can do that.
I'm gonna keep that one.
That's a good one,
funny.
huh?
Yeah, I like that one.
All right, you know any drummers?
I do.
You're a drummer?
Yep.
You know how you can tell if the stage is level?
How?
The drool comes out of both sides of the drummer's mouth. That's another keeper, huh?
I like that.
All right, so what are you guys doing up here?
We're doing Pemmican today.
And what does that
these
include?
Next 3 days.
32 miles, 10,000 feet elevation gain, and just going around this whole mountain range, basically.
Incredible. Where do you live?
Poconos in Pennsylvania.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're from the Northeast.
No kidding. What town?
We're right outside Greentown.
Okay, you ever been on the AT in that area?
No, there's an AT part in that area.
Oh yeah, the AT goes right through. It goes from goes through Palmerton and goes up to Delaware Water Gap.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Right
right
through
on.
there,
Yep,
and then
yep,
north
yep.
of Delaware Water Gap into New Jersey.
That's really
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, guys, you've been good sports. I really appreciate it. How's your armpit smelling?
Oh, I smell like relish.
All right, relish, nice. I like it. I like it. Now, and here comes Caitlin. There she is. How you doing, kid? Good. How's it going, bud?
Hey.
Yeah, oh my God!
Been a while.
It's bear paw.
That's it.
Oh my God, bear paw! Like a bad penny, Bone Spur just keeps showing up. Incredible. How you doing? Man, it was good to see Bear Paw. Haven't seen him since Pennsylvania, maybe after. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, it's just good to see these guys and these people that you've seen earlier and get to know earlier on the trail. And I was thinking about how it is bonds form so quickly and deeply. And of course, it's, you know, we're all doing the same thing. It's this shared experience of doing this really hard thing. It's also, you know, egos are kind of down the toilet. None of that counts for anything out here. And so we're more vulnerable, for one thing. We're less guarded, which is good. But thinking about Bear Paw and then Mulligan from last night and this morning, and I posted a picture of him. I got to know Mulligan on the top of Mount Greylock. We stayed in the same room at the Bascom Lodge. We had dinner together there. And with Bear Paw, we stayed at the same hostel in Duncannon, and then had dinner together in Duncannon. And I'm thinking about the idea of when you eat with somebody, you sit at the table and you share a meal. It's just a common experience that kind of is the glue that sort of holds together. It's a common bonding time, and where you get to know each other a little better, and it can carry out, you know, through hundreds and hundreds of miles, which is, you know, one part of the beauty of the Appalachian Trail. So that's it. Why don't you go invite somebody to dinner, or have them over your house for dinner, and see how your relationship develops. That's it. That's the Bone Spur reason to go pig out somewhere. Message for the moment. Somewhere.
Yes.
You remember that time we sat down and had a Triscuit with Colby Jack cheese on it?
Yes. You mean 5 minutes ago?
Yes. Wasn't that awesome and very bonding?
Whatever.
All right. Top of Guyot, G-Y-G-O-Y-O-T. We'd call it Guyot in Colorado. Guyot in Colorado. G-Y-G-U-Y-O-T. That's where we are. And so, and there's a mosquito biting me right in the crook of my arm as I take this YouTube content. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to let it stay because it's worth it. Now, these mountains over here, I don't have a clue what they are. But this little roller coaster of a deal,
Mount Washington.
Oh, looky here. And somewhere has found Mount Washington off in the distance. So maybe we have to climb those. I don't know. We'll see.
To that eventually,
We will let you know.
meandering.
This is a little peekaboo view on Zealand on our way down to the hut. Here's peekaboo view 2. And who knows what of these we're climbing, except Washington down there, way down. You probably can't see it. What I've been thinking about the last couple days is that relationships tend to go in a couple different ways, and here's the way I like to think of it. Sometimes we're independent, and that's fine. I can do what I want when I want, except it's lonely. It stings. Then there's nobody there to support. And then there's dependent, which I refer to as codependent frequently, which is, that's great. You know, got somebody to help, got somebody to emotionally salve my wounds, somebody to make me feel like I'm okay. But that turns toxic when I need that somebody to make me feel like I'm okay. Next is interdependent. And if you saw yesterday's video, you saw how artfully and intelligently we depicted an interdependent relationship in action. But in all seriousness, the best thing that's happened to me about going to the Whites is having somebody to do it with. And like a day like today, where we did some climbs and we've done some descents, and it seemed like time flew because we got to talk, right? And sometimes that's all it is. You know, the interdependence is just the presence of somebody else, being able to have somebody to talk to. So I'm very grateful that I have somewhere to do the Whites with. And it was the same way with Reset back earlier in Pennsylvania. And everybody else I've got to hike with for any period of time out on the AT. It's just a much more enjoyable experience with somebody because I think we're hardwired to be interdependent. Ladder time, straight down. Nice falls. I don't know if this is Zealand Falls or not. Let's expecting this is the start of it. Pretty complicated setups with these bunks. This is the biggest ladder I've seen. Just glad I don't have to stay on the 3rd floor. I wouldn't like that. I really wouldn't like to stay in here. I like the 1st floor. And then coming around, same situation over here. And somewhere, what do you think?
I really like it.
You like the 1st floor too.
I sure do.
Yeah, we've kind of worked out a little routine here to where I beg and then I go passive aggressive. And then she goes and scouts around and actually finds one so we can suggest to the people here, well, maybe we could go there in a nice southern way. She does that. And we found that works best. The whining and passive aggressive, you would think I would learn, does not work. But she's she has more wisdom than me. So anyhow, here we are, Zealand Falls Hut, and it's amazing. All right, here we are at Zealand Falls Hut, and I mean we're perched on some cliffside here. You'll see. Trees don't really show the view, but we can hear the falls there, so I'm sure something spectacular is happening down there. And yeah, great place to be. Great place to be. So, this is how they carry supplies up here on this thing. Wow. I don't know how frequently they do that. That's 100 pounds?
That is.
Okay, sometimes. How frequently, do you know? Man, incredible. All right, everybody, here it is, Zealand Falls. All these little bathtubs. People taking advantage of it. Wonderful. These bathing. I don't think she's ever been videoed while bathing. I don't think I'm going to let her know that I'm videoing her. I think it's good. Zealand Falls. This'll do. Man, everything would be perfect if I had some crackers and cheese. Looky here. I just yogied. Look at here. I just yogied myself crackers and cheese. Yeah.
Well, thank you. We're glad to be here.
They went up the bond today, but they're coming.
Oh, is that the John Thomas Miller?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you know what time they might get here?
I don't quite know. I know that they were at Toy.
All right, kids, that'll do it. And started today at the Galehead hut, and immediately had to climb up to South Twin, which was reported to us being the toughest mile on the AT, but yeah, it just didn't seem that way. I mean, it was a steep climb, but I'm glad it was first thing in the morning, and you know, it went well. Then a couple other, you know, rollers up and down. It was a really pleasant day of hiking today, very pleasant. And so here at Zealand Falls Hut, had a great evening. Small place, just about 20-something people here. And terrific as always, great dinner, pulled pork, rice, green beans, chili, and a great brownie cheesecake, just fantastic. So good time in the Whites. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. We might have a change of plan coming up here. I had scheduled going 14 miles from here to the Mitzvah hut, but that's too much. That ain't gonna happen in the Whites. So there's a midpoint, which is the Highland Center. So I'm gonna try to adjust the whole schedule, get into the Highland Center tomorrow night, then kind of push the rest of the huts a day, and see how we go from there. So hopefully work that out in the morning, we'll see. In the meantime, may your eyes be filled with wonders, may your heart be full of joy, and may your footsteps be firm as you walk with God. Amen.